Curative asanas for cold. Number 1 is SIRSASANA and cycle. Number 2 is SARVANGASANA and cycle. Both are posted in our channel and will be described in the description box. Number 3 is UTTANASANA. Stand in Tadasana, keeping the knees tight. Bend forward and place the fingers on the floor. Then place the palms on the floor by the side of the feet. Do not bend the legs at the knees. Try to hold the head up and stretch the spine. Move the hips a little forward towards the head so as to bring the legs perpendicular to the floor. Remain in this pose and exhale. Move the trunk closer to the legs and rest the head on the knees. Maintain the pose for 10 to 20 seconds with deep and even breathing. This asana cures stomach pain and tones the liver, the spleen and the kidneys. It relieves stomach pain during menstrual periods. The heartbeats are slowed down and the spinal nerves rejuvenates. Relax. Stand in Tadasana. Number 4 is PASCHIMOTTANASANA. Sit in Dandasana. Place the palms on the floor by the side of the hips. Exhale. Extend the hands and catch the toes. Hold the right big toe between the right thumb and the index middle fingers, and likewise the left big toe. Extend the spine and try to keep the back concave. To start with, the back will be like a hump. Learn to bend right from the pelvic region of the back and also to extend the arms from the shoulders. Now, bend the widened elbows using them as levers. Pull the trunk forward and touch the forehead to the knees. Gradually rest the elbows on the floor. Stretch the neck and trunk. Touch the knees with the nose and then with the lips. When this becomes easy, make a further effort to grip the soles and rest the chin on the knees. When this also becomes easy, clasp the hands by interlocking the fingers and rest the chin on the shins beyond the knees. When this position becomes easy, grip the right palm with the left hand or the left palm with the right hand. Keep the back concave. Exhale and rest the chin on the shins beyond the knees. Now hold the right wrist with the left hand or the left wrist with the right hand. See that the back of the legs at the knee joints rest firmly on the floor. Try to stay in this pose for as long as you can. Advanced age pupils may extend the hands straight. Rest the palms on the floor. Join the thumbs beyond the outstretched feet and rest the chin on the shins. Stay for a minute or two with deep and even breathing. This asana tones the abdominal organs and keeps them free from sluggishness. Also tones the kidneys, rejuvenates the whole spine, and improves digestion. Inhale, raise the head, and sit in Dandasana. Number 5 is KURMASANA. Sit in Dandasana. Widen the legs until the distance between the two knees is about a foot and a half. Bend the knees and lift them up by drawing the feet towards the trunk. Exhale. Bend the trunk forward and insert the hands one by one under the knees. Push the arms underneath and stretch them straight out sideways. Rest the shoulders on the floor and keep the palms on it. Exhale. Stretch the trunk still more. Extend the neck and bring the forehead, then the chin, and lastly the chest down to the floor. Stretch the legs straight again. The knees will then be near the armpits and the back of the knees will touch the back of the upper arms. Hold the pose for 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Now turn the wrist so that the palms face up and keep the legs, trunk and head in the same position. Move the arms back from the shoulders and stretch them straight so that the forearms are near the hip joints. This is the second stage. Hold the pose for 30 seconds to 60 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly. Bend and lift up the knees. Then lift the chest slightly above the floor. Move the hands behind the back by bending at the elbows and clasp them. Now move the feet towards the head. Interlock the feet at the ankles by placing the right foot over the left or vice versa. Exhale. Insert the head in between the feet and keep the forehead on the floor. Stay in this pose for 1 or 2 minutes. This is the final stage known as SUPTA KURMASANA. It is advisable to change the position of the feet while interlocking them. This will develop the leg evenly. It tones the spine, activates the abdominal organs, and keeps one energetic and healthy. Relax. Unlock the legs and the hands and sit in Dandasana. Number 6 is YOGANIDRASANA. Lie down in Shavasana. Bend both the knees and bring the legs over the head. Exhale. Move the right leg from behind the right shoulder by holding the right foot with both the hands and place it well behind the back of the neck as in Ekpada SIRSASANA. Maintain the pose of the right leg. Exhale and with the help of left palm, move the left leg behind the left shoulder and place it under the right leg. Lock the feet at the ankles. Lift the shoulders well up. Move the arms behind the back and clasp the fingers. The back of the upper arms will be in contact with the back of the thighs. Lift the chest well up and stretch the neck back. This is the final pose, which is the reverse of SUPTA KURMASANA. Stay in this pose with deep and even breathing for 20 to 30 seconds. Exhale. Release the hand grip behind the back and the legs grip behind the neck. Relax on the floor, keeping the legs straight for some time. Then repeat the pose on other side for the same length of time. In this pose, the shin is given a full forward stretch and one feels a pleasing sensation in the back. It is one of the best front bending poses. In the back bending poses, the lungs and the abdominal muscles are given maximum expansion. The abdominal organs become free from diseases by continued practice of this asana. Also exercises the glands and release energy and vitality in the system. Relax. Unlock the legs and the hands and lie down in Shavasana. Number 7th is Ujjayi Pranayam. Sit in any comfortable position like Padmasana, Siddhasana or Virasana. Keep the back erect and rigid. Lower the head to the trunk. Rest the chin in the notch between the collarbones just above the breastbone. This is Jalandhara Bandha. Stretch the arm straight and rest the back of the wrist on the knees. Join the tips of the index fingers to the tips of the thumbs. This position or gesture of the hand is known as Janana Mudra. Close the eyes and look inward. Now exhale completely. Now the Ujjayi method of breathing begins. Take a slow, deep, steady breath through both the nostrils. The passage of the incoming air is felt on the roof of the palate and makes a sibilant sound, that is, sir. The sound should be heard. Fill the lungs up to the brim. Care should be taken not to bloat the abdomen in the process of inhalation. The entire abdominal area from the pubes up to the breastbone should be pulled back towards the spine. Hold the breath for a second or two. This internal retention is called Antara Kumbhaka. Now exhale slowly, deeply and steadily until the lungs are completely empty. As you begin to exhale, keep your grip on the abdomen. After 2 or 3 seconds of exhalation, relax the diaphragm gradually and slowly. Wait for a second before drawing a fresh breath. This waiting period is called Bhaya Kumbhaka. Repeat the cycles for 5 to 10 minutes, keeping the eyes closed throughout. Ujjayi pranayam aerates the lungs, removes peligum, gives endurance and soothes the nerves. Ujjayi without Kumbhaka, done in a reclining position, is ideal for persons suffering from high blood pressure or coronary troubles. Ujjayi pranayam may be done without the Jalandhara Bandha, even while walking or lying down. Relax. Lie down in Shavasana.